Hi, my name is Christopher Dave Mitchell. I'm a coach, and today I'm going to be talking about dating with a stoma, which could either be a colostomy bag or what I have, an ileostomy bag. So I'm shooting this video to help everyone out there from real life direct experience. Some of you might have seen my video, my survival story, living with an ileostomy bag. Please go check that out. It's about 7 minutes long, and I'm very blessed to get a beautiful message every day about how that's helping inspire people. And I know that, you know, on that journey of having an ileostomy bag, I mean, I nearly died and I wouldn't be alive here without it today. I've got my ileostomy bag, which is just here for the rest of my life. I really want to share these thoughts here. There's going to be a key insight, which if you shift your mindset around this, you're going to be really comfortable and confident going on dates and meeting partners and being intimate in the future. And also this video, you know, might be good for anyone else. Maybe you haven't got a stoma or an ileostomy bag, but maybe you're just lacking a bit of self-esteem. Maybe you just want a bit more help with confidence, with loving yourself, loving your body, having confidence as you meet new people and go out on dates. This video will be great for you also. So before I get into the key insight, which is going to help you, if you're struggling with self-esteem or you're worried or wondering about dating, I've been there. I was that guy for sure. But I want to issue a word of caution before we get to the main bulk of the insight there. And the word of caution sort of ties into it, but it's this. It's you want to be super self-aware that you're wanting to date and find a romantic partner for the right reasons and not the wrong reasons. Now, I don't know what you personally, you were watching this, where you're at in the journey, but if the journey has to be that you have within yourself coped and accepted and embraced the ileostomy bag or the stoma you have within yourself first before you go out looking for a partner or on dates. To try and go out seeking comfort in a partner or on dates when you haven't done the inner work within yourself first would be a mistake. But, you know, if you're already in a great place within yourself and you just want to go on some dates, fine. But you might not have then been clicking on this video. You see, why is this video even a topic? And it's probably because you haven't fully accepted yourself yet with your ileostomy bag. So I remember being there. Trust me, I've been there. I'm lying on the hospital bed. I've been through this horrible ordeal of operations, and I'm lying there, and you know, my poo is coming out my stomach. I feel I'm skinny. I'm feeling worthless as a human being. I'm feeling vulnerable. My self-esteem is non-existent. And all I want is just a bit of comfort. Or all I want is just that part. I wish I had a partner with me. I wish I had a girlfriend with me at the time. Or wish I had someone that was coming to visit me. And it's so tempting. Now, don't get me wrong here. I'm not saying that you can't have family and friends. You should have a good support network. But you've got to be aware if you're latching on to a partner or going into the dating world or romantic relationships too soon, or when you haven't fully accepted it yourself, because then that will always be the problem. Because if you haven't accepted, and it's that cliche of if you haven't loved yourself first, finding love in a partner will be the easy option that might feel good, of like, oh yeah, I just want to be in that relationship. But it will never work. It will never work in the end if you haven't done the work within yourself, because that person will become a need for you and not a want. But when you've fully accepted the ileostomy bag and all your vulnerabilities and all your scars within yourself, that person will become a want, but not a need. And then the relationship will be able to blossom. Because when the other person sees and sort of knows that you're a bit needy, which is because you haven't done the inner work of loving and accepting yourself first, then the relationship's going to fall apart. So that's the word of caution, that you need to love yourself first. You need to do the inner work on yourself of first being okay with the ileostomy, seeing it as a beautiful thing. This can take months, by the way, but you don't want to fall into the easy trap. Just make sure and be honest with yourself. Am I cool within myself? My self-esteem is good. My confidence is good. I feel great about myself, and I just want to go for dates, and I just happen to have an ileostomy bag. Or am I wanting that love and affection and comfort from a partner when I've been through so much? I've been through operations. I've been through strong negative emotions through this process of going through almost life-threatening operations. Am I latching on to that? So that's really important, to do it that way round. You want to have the self-confidence, the self-esteem, the self-acceptance within yourself of your own body first, before you go out and seek dating or anything from anyone else. And if you think for a second that affection and that care and that love from someone else, of that beautiful relationship, is going to heal your issue of self-acceptance or self-esteem, it never will. No one can heal the feeling of you loving yourself but you. It sounds corny, but it's 100% true. And even if a person could, then you need them, and then the relationship starts to break down. So that's a first little cautionary tale there, and I want you to be wary of that and really honest. And like I say, I get it. I've been there. I felt emotionally in turmoil. I nearly died. I felt trauma. I felt worthless. I just wanted some love. I just want some care. I just want some attention. You see other people in relationships, you're like, oh, but not just yet. Make sure you have an amazing foundation. And the foundation is not in somebody else. The foundation's within you. So let's now get to the key insight that's going to help you. Now that you've done that work, even now as you go out there, as you approach people, as you're wondering about dating, how should I tell people? What should I say? You're having these doubts about self-esteem, confidence. Here is the key insight that is going to help you moving forward with your dates and your romantic relationships. The insight is this, that it's only an issue for them if they feel that it's an issue for you. I'll say that one more time. It's only an issue for them, i.e. the people that you're dating, if they can see and feel that it's still an issue for you. So basically this means that when you own it, and you're comfortable and you're positive and you're not faking positivity, but you're authentic with your story, with your journey, you've got nothing to hide, and they can see that this person is complete within themselves, they're not going to give a damn about a stoma, an ileostomy, or anything. They're only going to care about it if they sense that you haven't dealt with it yourself. Because it's like an energy thing of like, if they can sense that, oh, he's a bit insecure about that, or, he's not very confident, or, what's up? It's a completely different dynamic, even though the ileostomy bag's the same. So as an example here, when I first started dating, I was going up to women and, I didn't know what to say, or I was, like a bit nervous, or like, when do I say it? And obviously that's a case of like, I haven't fully accepted it within myself, and I'm not confident in my own skin, my own body, and my authentic story. Work that, as we say, I needed to do on my own first. So I was coming up to women and I was like, I've got this bag, this ileostomy bag, and you could just tell that I was a, jittering wreck, And so that's the most unattractive thing. So to switch that around, now I'd be more like this. Confident, authentic, nothing to hide, and almost the other way, almost proud. So now if I was there with a woman and it came up in conversation, which it's gonna come up in its right natural time, I'd be like, yeah, I've got an ileostomy bag, and do you know what? It's amazing. It's saved my life. Can you believe that 50 years ago, they didn't even do that operation? So I wouldn't have actually died. So I'm just in huge gratitude for the doctors, for the surgeons who saved me. And I went on to produce some concerts as well, raising money for charity. And actually it was used for the greater good, because I went on to do a video, millions of people saw it, and there's nothing more beautiful than being inspired by people saying how much they connected with my story. Right? Do you think that woman on the day is going to have an issue with it? No. Because confidence is attractive, and she knows that I've dealt with it and I own it. And notice, with those two examples of me being a nervous, jittering wreck and me being confident, owning it, authentic and proud, the ileostomy bag is still the same. In these two examples, nothing changed. It's like that classic line from Wayne Dyer: when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. The ileostomy bag is exactly the same thing on my body in these two circumstances, but my feelings towards it are so different that it actually changes the thing itself pretty much. So I have never, now that I own it and people know that, it's almost like people are more attracted to me than ever. Like, women are like, God, he's been through so much and he's got through it and he's a strong character and he's still so confident even though he's got that. Wow, that's inspiring to me. But again, you can't fake that. This is why you have to do the work within yourself at first. Then the relationships with others will work themselves out. So that's the deep insight. And, if you do the work, you have that conversation with someone, and say, for example, that they still are funny, a very, very small percentage will be funny once they know that you are authentic and you're owning it and you're proud. Like, you have to then look at the bigger picture and think, okay, so I'm owning it, I'm proud, I'm telling you what I've been through in my life and that I'm in a great place. And if they still are a bit funny about it, or well, that's weird or that's ugly, then you have to zoom out, see the bigger picture, and ask yourself the question, does this say something about me with an ileostomy bag, or does this say something about them? Now, if you are complete, you're owning it, and someone else has a weird reaction, that says something about them. And in that moment, it's actually brilliant, because you don't have to waste years going on dates or getting engaged. You know straight away the character of that person, and you can work it out straight away and think, yeah, they're definitely not for me. They've got no empathy, they've got no understanding, they don't realize that something like that could happen to anyone. So it's a quick fix, nice gauge to sort of assess, not in like a test way, but I'm just saying, like, if you're in a great place with it and someone's a bit funny with you about, a medical condition that you've overcome for the greater good, that says something about them, and you are like politely like, do you know what, I don't want to see you again. Sorry, I just don't think we're going to get along. You see, you're in a place of power and choice when you own it, no matter what you've got, even if you've got an ileostomy bag or anything. And you see yourself on that thing of like, I'm not the needy person who needs this love, and so I'll take you. No, now that you've completed yourself more, you've got standards. And if you see someone's got a weird reaction when you tell them the truth, you're like, that's odd. Like, Sorry, I just think that's a bit odd, and actually I don't want to see you. So that's very rare, but that's the case also. So it's actually great. And the beauty is that when you show up as your authentic self in the world, the real people who love you find you. The real people who love you will be there. The real people who are attracted to you will stick around. And like I say, to be perfectly honest with you, without sounding a bit overconfident, I just feel like I'm better in dating and relationships now than I probably ever have been. And like I say, I think it's this confidence, and people sense that, and people want to be around that. Because people instinctively know that times are going to be tough for us all. We all have ups and downs in life. And if someone sees the character, if someone's wise enough to see, this person's done really well, they're really strong, it's inspiring me talking to them, dating to them. That attraction level with the right person can be very high and very powerful. So that's it for today. I hope it's helped. If you have any further questions, you can email me, info@christopherdavidmitchell.com. Go on the website as well. And if you need extra help with this, I do coaching calls with people one-on-one for extra help, over various months, really, to really, transition themselves so they've got real self-esteem, real authenticity, real knowing their true self, their truth, their purpose. Then everything on the outside with dating, relationships, everything is totally cool and will come your way. It's that thing of working on you and the inside first, and the things you want on the outside, like that beautiful relationship, will happen. So if you want any help with that, then visit my website. I've got coaching there. And I think I'm going to have some more courses in the future as well on self-esteem and stuff, because I know that it's a big thing and it's a big challenge that I overcame. So there's more insights on that for the future. So that's it. And please like this video, and also maybe give a comment. Let me know if this one helped you, or share it out to a friend that you know might be in a community of people with Crohn's colitis or a stoma or an ileostomy bag, or struggling, or if you know someone. Hopefully this will help switch things around so they have the confidence that they should have going forward. So until next time, I'll see you then. Take care.